Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. I'm Linda Karnauskas, and I want to thank you for joining us on this Monday, October 17th. We have an informative show for you today. We'll be interviewing the candidates for the 5th District Steele County Commission seat. Nina Huntington is the incumbent, and Greg Krueger is the candidate, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. Later on in the program, we will be on location at Little Theater of Owatonna to hear all about the fall play. The Owatonna Today Show welcomes your comments regarding show topics, guests. You can do so by emailing us at owatonnatoday@charter.net or by contacting the show's producer, Leanne Alt, at 390-5751. Leanne would love to hear from you. We will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back with the Steele County 5th District candidates, so please stay with us.
United Way of Steele County has kicked off the 2016 campaign. This year's corporate campaign leader is Go for Sport. Our goal is $700,000. Be part of the change you want to see in the community. Give, advocate, volunteer, live united.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Greetings from the Steele County Historical Society. We invite you to visit us and enjoy your county's history at the History Center and Village of Yesteryear. Check our website for current exhibits and monthly programs.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. We're visiting today with the 5th District Steele County Commissioner candidates. And right here to my right, I have Nina Huntington. And then over there, that handsome gentleman over there is Greg Krueger. Welcome to the
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Well, we have some questions we're going to ask you, so we'll get going because we want you to inform your public out there what you're all about. So, Nina, I'll begin with you. Tell us about yourself, your years in the community, your current job position, your volunteer work.
Well, I was raised in Owatonna. I graduated from Owatonna High School in 1996. I went to college at the University of Minnesota and moved back to Owatonna. So I have lived in my current home and in the 5th District for 16 years. I have a bachelor's degree in dental hygiene and a master's degree in public affairs. So I went back to graduate school 4 years ago, and I graduated 4 years ago now, and that's actually how I ended up becoming interested in local government.
Greg, would you like to fill us in a little?
Well, my wife and I moved here in 1980, and I owned and operated St. Clair's for Men for 35 years until I had to close it to have some medical procedures done, which turned out really well. I've served on the Chamber of Commerce Board twice, one term as its chairman. Served on Trinity Lutheran Church Council for 11 years, and involved in United Way, Owatonna Business Partnership, the VFW Auxiliary, the Owatonna Elks Lodge, Owatonna Planning Commission, the Owatonna Airport Commission. I was also a member of the first Blandon Leadership Council that was sent up north for the city of Owatonna, and I was also privileged to be part of Blandon's second program, which was the community investment program that they offered for that. So, been around.
Great. Okay. Now I'll ask you the second question. Why did you decide to run for office, and what qualifications do you feel, Greg, that you bring to this elected office?
Well, I decided to run after listening to a lot of citizens talk about the fact that they were frustrated, that their voices weren't being heard on the county level, that they thought the county board was spending way more money than they needed to, that they weren't making decisions that the taxpayer was in favor of. My qualifications are the fact that I ran a successful business for 35 years. I had to meet a budget every day. I had to make a payroll every day. I listened to my customers and my employees, and if we needed to, we altered plans to make it work best for our customers and our employees. And the fact that I had a bunch of community people come up to me and say, will you please run and bring your business experience to the county board?
Okay. Nina, I'm going to ask you the same question. Why did you decide to run for office or run again? And what qualifications do you feel you bring to your seat?
So I ran in a special election. So I've had the job for 4.5 years, and I kind of alluded to it in your first question. I went back to graduate school thinking that I would get into something more at the state level in policy, whether it be social policy, oral health policy, some sort of advocacy role. But took a couple of classes in local government and really became interested in local government and the impact that you can see a little bit more quickly at the local level than you can at the state level. So I also, as I mentioned, I'm a dental hygienist, and I also have started and ran a nonprofit organization that I provided dental hygiene services to underserved children. So that I do have some business background as well. And I'm kind of a programs person. I really like being involved in developing new and innovative ideas that will help better serve our community. So kind of my wheelhouse, for lack of a better term, is health and human services. And so I do a lot advocating at the state level as well as the local level for implementing some positive change in those areas.
Okay, great. Now I'll ask you the third question. Nina, what do you feel are several important issues facing the county right now?
I think that going to the health and human services, I think that there's a big shift in how we're providing our services in human services on a state level. And so that kind of takes a lot of our time, effort, and unfortunately money to do that. I think at the local level, a lot of our constituents are concerned about the public works building. And I'll just give a little bit of information about that. I came onto the board right as they were going to build the first building, so I kind of inherited this issue as well. And a group of the citizens were pretty loud and clear in that they said that they wanted us to spend $7 million on a building. And we can't get what we had before for $7 million. So what we did at the local level is we're getting $1.6 million from FEMA, and then we went to the state legislature and asked for some bonding money, which they didn't have to give us and we didn't have to ask for, but to give our citizens a break, we got $4 million from the state bonding bill. So that takes us down to bonding $6.3 million for that building. So I think that's a concern of the community as well.
Okay. Greg, I'll ask you, what do you feel are several important issues facing the county today?
It's amazing how you can look at an issue and come up with two different conclusions. I think one of the most important issues facing the county today is the taxpayer out there doesn't think the county board is listening to them. They truly are angry and I'll call it the county shop because that's what everybody in town is calling it. And it's a complex, I realize that. It's more than a county shop, but that's what people are calling it. I think the amount of money they want to spend on that is way out of line with what the taxpayer is telling them that they can afford to spend. They're not listening to the taxpayers when it comes to the outcomes of Coda and Cedar View. They're not using good judgment when it comes to Minn Prairie. I made the comment in a particular talk we had not too long ago that a U.S. Congresswoman once said, let's pass the bill and then we'll read what's in it and we'll figure it out. I get the feeling that the county board right now is doing that with some issues that they feel like they're the right things to do, so they're doing them, and now we're caught in this puzzle of how to make them work and how to pay for them.
Okay, Greg, I'll ask you this question as a candidate. What do you hope to accomplish if you get the seat to the 5th District?
For me? Mm-hmm. Okay. I hope to restore the respect with the county employees that we have. I think the county employees, again, don't feel like they're being listened to and they're not being allowed to do the jobs that they were hired to do. I just had a conversation with one Saturday night who is so upset that they're being hampered by issues and agendas that are out there that are not allowing them to do the jobs and help the people they're supposed to help. I hope to be a good steward of the tax dollars for the people, and I hope to bring that fiscal responsibility back to Steele County so we can start attracting some business and industry again and create new jobs and new housing and more kids in our schools and those types of things.
Nina, I'll ask you the same question based on the perspective of being an incumbent. What have been some of your accomplishments while you have had the seat?
Thank you. So when I ran for the first time 4.5 years ago, I really was looking at transparency in government. In my graduate school, I took a class that was on local government financial management, and one of the tasks was to get your county budget and online and manipulate it in Excel. And my county budget was not online. So that's when I started attending meetings, kind of what's going on in Steele County. So since I have been a commissioner, we have gotten the meetings broadcast online. We have gotten a program on our county website that has the budget online. And not only the budget online, but you can manipulate categories and program areas so you can really drill down on where the money is being spent in Steele County, as well as just advocating for the citizens of Steele County, as well as bringing the Community Corrections Act to Steele County, which is a change in our probation, which will allow a lot more prevention instead of reaction to the probation system.
Great. Okay, I will ask you, Nina, this question. What is your long-term vision for the county?
Mm-hmm. I think Steele County is a fabulous place. I wouldn't have moved back here if I didn't think it was a fabulous place. And so my goal as a county commissioner is to continue having it be the wonderful community that I grew up in, but also to make it a better community, make it an ideal place to live, to work, to play, to travel to. So just working on making it the best place it can be.
Greg, the same question to you. What is your long-term vision for our county?
Well, I agree with everything that Nina just said on that one, but I have a fear that if we don't get our taxes in line, that we're going to stunt and stifle the growth in business and industry in town, and therefore that hurts housing starts, that hurts children in school, that hurts everything. I think we have to be very, very careful that we balance some things to make it a better place to live.
Okay, Greg, our final question of the day, and it's going to go to you first. Why should our viewers and the people out there in the county vote for Greg Krueger?
Well, I think they should vote for me because I think I bring a different perspective to the county board. I have a business background that I met budgets my whole career in St. Clair's for Men. I made payroll my whole career at St. Clair's for Men. And I bring an attitude that says, you know, we want things to be done right. We want things to be done proper. We want to be fair to our taxpayers. And we still want to have the best quality of life we can have.
Okay. Nina is our incumbent, Nina Huntington. What would you like to share as far as why they should vote for you?
Mm-hmm. I think in the last 4 years, I've proven that I'm a dedicated individual. I put a lot of time and effort into being a county commissioner, and I plan to continue that. I'm very dedicated to this community. I'm very innovative in my approach to changes and programs that we have implemented and that we can implement in the future, and I'm a huge advocate for Steele County.
Okay, great. Well, I want to tell you it was great to meet you both and visit about the issues. So how many more days till election here?
I don't know.
Too many.
Well, we want to thank you for running for office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We will take a break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. Or no, we'll be on location down at Little Theater of Owatonna, so we'll see you down there. Please stay with us. Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection, and we are on location at the West Hill.
Hi, I'm Jason Earhart, and I play Captain Braidbeard.
And I'm Shelby Zempel, and I play Swill in LTO's current production of How I Became a Pirate and Little Mermaid and the Prince, directed by Vedette Ostermeyer and sponsored by Federated Insurance.
Performances will be held Friday and Saturday, October 21st and 22nd at 7:30 p.m., with a matinee on Sunday, October 23rd at 2 p.m.
And again the following Friday and Saturday, October 28th and 29th at 7:30 p.m. and Sunday, October 30th at 2 p.m.
Tickets are available at the LTO box office by calling 451-0764 or online at littletheaterofowatonna.org. Don't miss LTO's production of How I Became a Pirate and The Little Mermaid and the Prince. Arrgh!
Hi, I'm Bev Cashman. I'm running for the House of Representatives in District 24A. Good government works when all legislators agree to listen to each other, to work together, and compromise to serve the best interests of their constituents. I will do that. As your legislator, my goal will be to help resolve difficult issues rather than simply blame the other party for failing to act. Please vote for me, Bev Cashman, on November 8th.
Hi, this is Eric with the West Hills Tennis and Fitness Center. A heated swimming pool, sauna, running track, cardio room, basketball court, weight room, and 6 tennis courts are among the amenities you can enjoy at our facility. We have a variety of membership packages available to meet the needs of everyone, or you can simply drop in for the day. Stop out today and take advantage of all we have to offer. West Hills Tennis and Fitness, encouraging and promoting a healthy lifestyle.
Hello, I'm Glenn Mager.
And I'm Michael Mager with the Brick Mager Funeral Home and the Medford Funeral Home. At Brick Mager, we are privileged to have served the families of Steele County community for 118 years.
Whether you choose traditional burial or cremation, we promise the tribute your loved one deserves with the peace of mind that you require.
We are proud to be part of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Betsy Linger from the Owatonna Foundation. Your generosity has made Owatonna a better place to live by benefiting our community, the arts, recreation, and education. Please consider a donation today. The Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Today Show, your community connection, and we are on location at the West Hills Auditorium in the Merrill Building, home to Little Theater of Owatonna. And we're here interviewing the director for the fall play, Vedette Ostermeyer, and some of the actors will be with us as well today. Well, welcome to the program, Vedette.
Well, thank you very much.
Now, the show opens this Friday, and what are the 2 plays that you'll be presenting?
Well, the first play will be The Little Mermaid and the Prince, and then we'll have a short intermission, and then we'll come right back on with How I Became a Pirate.
Now, The Little Mermaid and the Prince, is that a Disney production?
No, it's based on the original Hans Christian Andersen show, and it's not a musical. However, the How I Became a Pirate is a musical.
Is The Little Mermaid a children's program?
Yes, it is. It's meant for all ages. It's the old classic.
And how about I Became a Pirate?
Oh, that's a full family show, too. There's lots of things for the younger kids. The pirates are not scary. They're just gruff and funny. So the adults will love the pirates, too, because they have some great lines.
So on Friday night when you'll open with The Little Mermaid and the Prince?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So why don't you share with us a little bit about that story?
Well, The Little Mermaid and the Prince is your classic where the mermaid is underneath the ocean, and then she sees the prince up above the ocean and falls in love with him and is infatuated with him, goes up, and then the sea witch changes her into a human being, and then she falls in love with the prince, and eventually all comes out to be right.
Now, what is your cast size for that production and age group?
We have 8 people who are going to be in that. There's 3 high schoolers, 1 adult who's the sea witch, and then there's 4 extras who are multiple personalities. They're fish and seagulls and sailors.
Now, in working with The Little Mermaid and The Prince, and then also How I Became a Pirate, it involves two separate shows, but are you using one crew behind the scenes for both shows?
Yes, they get to do two shows in one. So we've tried to incorporate the set so that there's minimal changes within it. It will change between the two things, but it's not going to be a major change.
And how many how many crew members are involved in both productions?
Oh, there's probably 20, 25 crew members behind the scenes getting this together.
So, what would you tell somebody has been your biggest challenge with both these productions, your first time directing?
I think shifting back and forth between the two, just keeping on track, making sure both of the shows are coming together.
And tell our viewers why they should come and see each one and stay for both.
Oh, I think everybody will have so much fun, and everybody loves the Mermaid show. It's that true love thing and seeing it, and also the pirate one. I don't know too many people who don't like pirates. It's always fun to give it arg, and in the show you get to be a kid again.
And this being your first time directing, sum it up in a word. How's the experience been for yourself?
Interesting. Lots of things to learn. Yeah.
As you're shaking your head both ways. Well, have you enjoyed it though?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, we're gonna.
Okay. The cast for The Little Mermaid is 8 people, and then the cast for the How I Became a Pirate is 7 people.
So wow. So you really have a cast of 15 people just on stage that you're following.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you found it hard to direct the different characters back and forth?
Not so much, because I'll do the one and then we'll shift and then we have a totally different. So it works.
And speaking of your cast, to my left here, I have a gentleman. Now, may I speak with him?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Well, we wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
Hi there. Hi. And you are?
I'm Nate Chesney.
Hi, Nate Chesney. Now, would you share with our viewers a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I grew up here in Owatonna, went to high school here, graduated from here, moved away for a little bit. Now I'm back and enjoying myself in the theater here.
How many productions have you been in since your return?
In the area, I've been in 6.
So, and could you name a few of those?
I was in The Little Mermaid over in Faribault. I did Farragut North over in Faribault as well. The Foreigner here, The Christmas Carol here.
So is theater a passion for you, a hobby, or is it something you studied in school?
I'd say it's a passion and a hobby. I really thoroughly enjoy doing it, getting to be different people all the time. It's a lot of fun.
And I will admit, I will say to the viewing audience, you're a quite talented actor.
Well, thank you.
Now, you're in How I Became a Pirate.
Yep.
And so, are you a pirate?
I am a pirate. I play Sharktooth the pirate.
Oh, and what made you want to try out for this show?
Vedette and Larry saw me at the fair and told me that I should come audition for the show.
Funny how that works.
It's a place to be at the fair.
So what have you enjoyed most about your character?
Oh, well, my character is a really, really gruff pirate. He's he's the mean pirate without being mean, but then he also has a sensitive side. So you get to kind of play both parts.
Oh, so we'll feel all the emotions?
Of course you will.
Can you give me one of your best growls for a pirate? Well, that was pretty good. So what else would you like someone to know about the show?
Like Vedette said, it really is. It's a lot of fun, and it's the kids are going to like it, but the adults are going to like it too. There's a lot of humor for all ages, and I think it's just a really well-written musical.
And it is a musical. And so how many cast are in this Pirates?
So there are 7 total in the pirate show. There are 6 adults and then 1 young lad playing the main character, I would say.
And what is your favorite part of the show?
I enjoy all the songs. I think, again, they're just really well-written songs, and they're a lot of fun to sing.
Thank you. And over here, I am talking with
Sarah Friesen.
And Sarah, what character do you play in the show?
I play Max.
Okay, and who is Max?
Max is a pirate, and she's a little crazy. Yeah.
And do you sing also in the show?
Yes, I do.
And have you been in other productions here?
Yeah, this is probably about my 5th or 6th show here at LTO.
Could you name some of them for us?
Sure. Just recently I was in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and I did She Loves Me a few years ago. And then far back. Did some shows.
And tell us a little bit about your character.
She has a vivid imagination, I would say. She has a parrot on her shoulder, but the parrot isn't real, but she really believes it's real. So she's kind of silly that way.
Is she a likable character, or is she a mean pirate?
Oh, she's definitely likable, yes.
Do you have a lot of comedy in this show?
I think so.
And out of all the productions you've been in, do you have a favorite part?
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, you want to be politically correct, I'm sure. So what is your favorite part of the show?
I love being a pirate. I've never got to be a pirate before, so it's really fun.
Does anybody have a peg leg on or anything like that?
No, we do have an eye patch, but no peg legs.
And what has been the most challenging part for you in the show?
I would say, I'm not sure.
And could you tell us, who's your tech director for the show? Would you know that? Would that be Kathy?
It would be Kathy, yes.
Kathy Purdy by chance? Okay.
Most definitely.
All righty. So she's technical directing the show. And is there any shout outs you want to say to anyone that's listening about the show?
Come see it.
You're holding up a poster, so let's go over what the poster says. The show opens this Friday, October 21st, 22nd, and the 23rd will be a 2 o'clock matinee. And then it reopens on the next Friday, the 28th, the 29th, and on the 30th, there'll be a matinee, correct? And tickets go on sale online. They're already on sale, correct? And then LTO is still taking... until the end of the show, they'll still receive and take season tickets. So if you want to purchase a season ticket, you can come here at the show, or do it at the box office, or call in, correct? Correct. So let's, is there music in the show? There is. Would you want to try a little number? Could you? Okay, you have 1 minute, so.
Sarah's feeling a little ill.
Yeah.
Oh, not even a little bit? Am I putting you on the spot? Yeah. How about you, Nate?
Plus, we kind of want to, save it for the show. If I give it all away, then nobody's gonna come see it. You gotta come see it if you want to see us sing.
Say what? Okay, Larry. Okay, the musical director is Larry Ostermeyer, and he happens to be married to Vedette Ostermeyer. So Larry's been working with all the vocals and keeping you in tune. How many vocal parts are there that you sing together at one time?
I think the most we do is like three or four parts at the same time.
Okay, great. Well, we wish you well, and we wish break a leg. Again, the show will open this Friday, so if you want to see a fun and family time, come down to the Little Theater of Owatonna this Friday. Well, we will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back, so please stay with us.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
Hi, I'm Tim Anderson, the owner of Anytime Fitness, where we make getting healthy affordable and convenient. Anytime Fitness is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. Time for community announcements. Owatonna Healthcare Campus is sponsoring a free information session on shoulder pain, surgical alternatives, rehabilitation options, and more on Tuesday, October 18th, 6 to 7 p.m. Mayo Clinic Health System Owatonna is at the Owatonna Conference Room. Get an opportunity to meet the experts, learn about your options, and ask questions. This information session is free and open to the public. Register by calling 507-444-5007. We want to thank you for joining us today, and we hope you will join us on Wednesday when our guest will be Vicki Jensen, our incumbent for the District 24 race for State Senate, and John Jasinski, who is the candidate. So you won't want to miss that. We'll see you on Wednesday.